Hi everyone, welcome back to Liz's Scrap and Studio, and today I have a different type of project. It is a mini album of sorts, though I think a lot of projects could be fit into this kind of album size. This album is a 6x8 album, so it is quite large in general, and you'll see as I go through this how many pictures you can actually fit in this. So this is an album that we do carry. It is in the standard catalog under the memory keeping section, page 71, and it's called the Basic Black 6x8 album. And you can get memory protectors as well. They are a configuration of single pages, and then where you can use different size photos, 3x3 or 3x4s and 4x6s as fillers for this album. I did not choose to use that. There is also memory protectors that are just single, but they do have 3 holes, so there will be an extra hold there. So I don't have those, so I didn't get those, but that would be an option to put into this album as well. All right, so what did I use? So as you can tell, it definitely has a Winnie the Pooh theme, and it is using our May online exclusive Sillyoldbear, and I am using the DSP, and I am using from the suite, I am using 2 sets of die cuts. I am also using the in color butterflies that were just released. So I'm going to put those aside. The dies that I used were the Sweet Words and Labels dies, and you can see we've got a bunch of dies here, as well as the Sweet Old Friends dies. And both of these dies were really helpful in making this layout, or this book. You can see on the front that I have used the largest die, and then I've used this die here. So the nice thing about these is there is a lot of nesting shapes, and they have texture on them. You also have acorns and leaves and things for fall. So this is actually a really great set, not only for this, but also for any fall things that you might want to craft. So I've used that. And you'll see that I've used it in a couple of other places throughout the album. The other thing that I used is the Sweet Old Friends dies, and these actually cut out the DSP. So what you're seeing here are from the DSP. And there are multiple sheets in this DSP. I'm not going to pull out all the DSP, but there are multiple sheets on this DSP that you can use the dies, various different dies for. So this sheet has a matching die for all of the characters, plus the honey pots that are here. So as an example, if I grab this honey pot, I can cut out that individual honey pot. Or if I wanted to cut out, say, owl here, I can grab that die and I can cut out owl, right? So each one of the characters has a matching die on the die sheet for the DSP. So in this particular album, I have used 1 full sheet almost of this, plus a couple of extra pieces that I needed because of the facing and colors and things. So I've used these dies to cut these out. And this is really great if you are not someone who likes to color. A lot of times that not every DSP has a matching set of dies that cut it out, but there are enough different options, usually in a catalog, that have 1 DSP that has a matching die to cut things out. So in this case, that is this one. The other thing that was matching, and I'm going to just throw this back in its case so I don't lose it. The other thing on one of the other sheets of DSP is these I don't know what you want to call them, individual placards, I guess, maybe. If you take these dies, this second one from the largest in the second section will cut out all of these first 3 rows of highlighted moments from Winnie the Pooh. And so you can grab that and you can see how you could cut those out and put that. And then this die here, that's more of the rectangular shape, will cut out the lower row of them. So that's really nice to be able to not have to fussy cut that out. You can get a nice clean cut. Excuse me, a nice clean cut with the dies. So again, that's really helpful. There's a third sheet in here that you can use as a cut apart, and you can just cut these apart as well. But if you wanted to, you can take these dies and you could say take, well, let's take this one again. I could take and cut out this one piece and have it in a shape. So anyway, you can use these dies lots and lots of different ways. And I think they're really going to be a nice set to have in a collection if you are looking for journaling spots or ways to create landings for your pages. So again, these are just some of the papers. There are more papers. Again, we've got blue skies and stripes and animals, and you'll see some of these throughout. But I did want to just highlight the usability of the dies that are part of the suite. Even though I don't have the whole suite, I really only do have the dies that I'm showing and the DSP. I do have the matching stamp sets for both of these as bundles, but again, did not use them for this project. All right. So with that, I wanted to do a quick walkthrough of the album itself. I do have print and cuts. A lot of these are phrases and sayings that are part of Pooh lore or from the books, not from Disney, but from the books themselves, because I felt like that went with the icons that are shown on this DSP. So when I open it up, on the front, I have created a pocket where I have some journaling spots for 0 to 6. So this is a baby album for my nephew. And so I wanted to have a spot where they could put some journaling, because there's not a lot of journaling spots in the actual album itself. So I created this little pocket, and I created these print and cuts that are a spot for them to do journaling. And then we have our page 1. And again, this was cut from the DSP, and this was cut from cardstock. And then these, Your First Year, is a printing cut that I've created. And then I've also, I'll hold this up a little bit. You can see I've used the butterflies here for little accents. Now, the paper is the DSP. The cardstock is from my stash. This is Old Close to My Heart stash cardstock. So as I've mentioned before, I think I've only bought like 3 packets of paper that's not white to fill in my cardstock stash. I have a lot of cardstock left, and I am just trying to use it up as best as I can so that I don't buy something that replace everything that I have. And what I'm finding is that I can find colors that are close enough that they go together. They may not be exact matches, but they are close enough. So as an example, this is old, what was this? Ivy. New England Ivy. This is New England Ivy cardstock, and it goes perfectly fine with the colors that are part of this this pack. I believe this is probably Peaceful Pine as one of the colors, but this is New England Ivy. It goes just fine. So again, I'm trying to use up what I have so that I am much more frugal with my money, so I can spend it on other things like the die sets. All right, so again, just really simple layouts. Again, I've got print and cut here with the titles. I've got the DSP cutouts, and then here is a landing spot that I used from I always name Sweet Words and Labels dies, and I've just created a landing spot, and again, we've got our butterflies here. On this side, again, I've got butterflies, my cutouts. This is another print and cut that I have, and again, a little bit smaller, less busy. And then I put another landing spot in case they want to put like a date or a location or something that they want to have here. Again, a few more butterflies. When I was creating it, I was really trying to make sure that the pages went together. So if there was a color on one side, then I tried to have a color on the other side. I think this is the only one that I didn't end up pulling the green over here because we had green in the paper itself. So I felt like that was good enough. All right. So again, same theme. Now we're on month 2 or month 1. I've got different spots, different color highlights, again, pulling the green from here over to here, and really trying to make the pages cohesive. I did add some flip flaps into this, so bring that up. So there are flip flaps. I did not add any extra paper into there, but they can add 2 extra pictures. Again, pretty straightforward. A different size flap here. So we've got full and we've got half. Again, really fun. And then we've got 3 and 4. Again, all of these things are popped up on foam tape. As I was looking at this after I was putting it together, I might not have done the foam tape. It is a little bulky, but I'm hoping once I get pictures in, it'll still be okay because the foam tape is higher than what the pictures are going to be. Again, another landing spot so they could put, location or something interesting. Again, this is another half page. Colors again, let's see, go back here. This is espresso and the orange is pumpkin. So again, more close to my heart colors. And then this is periwinkle. And I think those were all the colors I used. The yellow is Sundance, I believe. So again, just really fun. I got a flip flap here, just like that. This page sticks a little bit because of my placement, so I'm trying to be careful that I don't damage it. That this was placed perfectly so it catches on this side, but we'll have to make do, right? Again, some flip flaps here, so opening a different way. A flip flap over here. Again, another flip flap on 8 months. Again, you can see the butterflies and how they work really well. Again, that helped me pull over the color from here over to the left side with the jars having the blue or the periwinkle color. Again, really cute. Another half page here. And then 10 months. 11 months. A hug is always the right size. I love that quote. And then 12 months. And then we have a final page where they could put a family picture if they wanted to, of the full family. And then again, as I said, on the back, we've got the other months for journaling here. And these are just simple pockets that I made. So this is a fun little project. Like I said, it does not have to be a baby book. This could be a week trip that you took during summer. Maybe you went someplace and you can see I have fit a lot of photos on here: 3x4s, 4x4s, 3x3s, and 4x6s. Plenty of space for lots and lots of photos. In fact, you don't even need to have as many pages as I have in the book. You could cut this down by half. As you can see, I did fill the book, but you could certainly get a vacation in here that you took this summer and do the same idea. So if you have any questions, let me know. On my blog, I will also have information about what I created, my printing cuts. These were all cut by Cricut. All of these cardstock pieces that make the albums, I also have those in Cricut. So I will have all of that up on my blog, which will be linked down below. if you have an interest. And I think that's it for today. So I hope this was fun to walk through an album and to see something a little bit different in a way that you can create maybe a smaller project or a project maybe a little bit quicker than creating 12 by 12 pages. All right, everyone, have a great day, and I will see you on my next video.